Alright, well, we got a chat, we got views, we got everything going, and another live stream. So, hello everybody, Doc11 here, and welcome to Girlfriend Simulator. I don't even know how to describe it. The pain, when it hits me, is intense. So, it's a visual novel, I should make that clear, above all else. Hold on, I need to plug this in first, just to make sure it doesn't drain on me. And then it's gonna ask, do you want to connect to your phone? And it's like, not now. Bada bing, bada boom, return to the womb. It comes on so suddenly, I feel like I'm gonna be sick. It hurts more than I thought it would. Hurts more than I can endure. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. But then a miracle happens. My vision turns white. My lungs spasm in one last desperate gasp. And then there's nothing. I'm finally free. I thought it would be scary, which is why I trembled so much, but I think I'm getting used to it now. It's not that bad, really, not existing. There are worse things you can do than disappear. Hey, Ayamu? Right? Oh, whoa, 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 hold up now. Hold up. Okay. Well, hopefully that's... What's going on here? Oh, brother, come on. Okay. Well, we're just gonna see where this takes us. Hey, Ayamu, can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Wake up. You have to wake up. Don't do this to me. Aimu. Aimu! Ah, it sounds like someone's calling out to me. I can hear a voice, high and anxious, cleaving through my comfortable, cozy state of non-existence. My head's starting to hurt again. What's going on? I open my eyes slowly, groggily, and glance upwards. There's somebody standing by my bedside, somebody I don't know. She has long, fair hair tied to a ponytail, and she's wearing clothes which I suppose are fairly fashionable. As far as appearances go, she's quite cute, and it doesn't hurt that her face is so sweet either. Her eyes are very wide, her iris is indigo, and her nose is small and snub. Her lips are pale pink like cherry blossoms, and they're parted in what I suppose is concern. Her skin is white like milk, or like snow, and her fingers are slender. She's slender in general, really, so much so it looks like a gust of wind could blow her away. She's so pristine in her ruffled blouse and her high-waisted skirt, she hardly looks human. Her facial features all too perfectly arranged. I can't see a single blemish on her skin. She's almost too pretty. I just spat onto my computer. What's a girl like this doing in my apartment? I feel dazed, and the girl's breathy? Breathy exclamation of relief when I open my eyes does little to reassure me this isn't a dream. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're finally awake. You were out for hours, I was so worried. It may be sleeping. I don't know her name, but she seems to know mine. Are we friends then? We must be more than acquaintances, given the familiar way she's talking to me. I don't remember having any friends like her, though. I don't remember having any friends at all. Wasn't that why oh. No, I better not think about that. My head's starting to hurt again. Sorry, but this is all kind of a lot. What's going on? Oh, you poor thing. You really must be sick if you have to ask that. Sick? You are, yes. You're very, very sick. Your temperature was almost 38 degrees when I last checked. 38 degrees? What? You were passed out when I came here, and that was, Say it was about 2 hours ago. I've kept myself busy since then cleaning this place up, but I was very worried about you. Glad that you decided to call me this morning. I'd hate to think of you suffering on your own. You were so hot, I was even thinking I might have to call the hospital. The hospital? I blinked, trying to disperse the white, hazy spots which are flickering in front of my vision. My apartment is shifting, and so is this girl's concerned face. Feels a bit like my reality is being filtered through an old VCR player. What is this? And also, what is this? Why eyes? What is... Okay, unease. I can save. I can do... To my knowledge, I can save. Everything keeps juddering. Am I really that sick? You look pretty sick, yeah. Though you haven't actually been sick, thank goodness. That's a relief. Seems like your fever might be breaking now, though. You sound pretty lucid for the most part. Maybe I should test you, though. How many fingers am I holding up? Just the one? That's right. And now? It's still just one. Good, good. Well, there's no problems with your vision, at least. Yeah, alright. Now, what's your favorite food? Okay. Pork cutlet. I think. Brother, I've never heard of pork cutlet. And your favorite book? It's a light novel series, actually, but I love Elf Force by Tsuchimi Rui. Tsukimi or Tsuchimi? I don't know. Right, and your birthday? That's October 6th, I think. Ah, she's just asking questions. I thought she was actually about to prepare me a meal and give me my favorite book. Very good. And my birthday? Ah, that is, crap. I don't know the answer to this. Not that this should come as too much surprise. I wonder, is this going already? Is this, like, refresh page? Refresh page, yeah. Bro, this is... Okay, hold up here. Hold up. Brother, come on. Dude, this is not okay. Alright, let's pull it up here. Let's see how we're doing. Alright. I want to see how this is working because obviously this is getting to be a bit much. Alright. Okay, so it's okay. Never mind. This is fine. I don't know why it's saying like we're losing frames. This is fine. I'm sorry for pulling that up. Oh man, that was actually terrifying for a second there. I thought we were actually losing some serious frames. All right, so back to the game. Crap, I don't know the answer to this. Not that this should come as too much of a surprise. How am I supposed to know this girl's birthday when I don't even know her name? I ponder this for a few moments, my expression contorting. Oh. The girl must see my eyes distressed because eventually she takes pity on me. Silly I am. You've always been so bad for birthdays. My birthday is only a few days before yours, on October 1st. Don't forget it, alright? Maybe you ought to make a note of it. Might come in handy later. October 1st. When exactly? When you want to buy me a birthday present. Duh, for being such a great girlfriend. Girl giggles. What about my name? Don't tell me you've forgotten that, too. You are... It's here that I begin to struggle. I thought I might recognize this girl when more time had passed, but we've been talking for a few minutes and that still hasn't happened. I can't recall her name for the life of me. It isn't even on the tip of my tongue. The girl frowns. Well, that's no good. I thought you were on the mend, but maybe I was jumping the gun. I mean, jeez. Imagine being your own girlfriend. Huh? Now that's a surprise if I've ever heard one. You're my girlfriend? That's right, I'm Nagi, and we've been together for a month already. We were talking to each other for longer than that, though, of course. We've only been going out for a little bit, but I thought you'd recall at least that much. Thought I was special to you, I know. Oh, great, now she's patting at me. It's quite effective, actually. What should I do? Oh, brother, I don't know. Pretty sure. You are special, and you're plenty special, I'm sure. I just feel a little mixed up now, is all. That is killing me. Well, so long as you're sorry. It's to be expected, I guess, that you'd be a little confused since you have such a high fever. It's 38 degrees. Nagi, it's 38 degrees. I don't even know if I'm alive. Would you like me to fetch you any... Oh my gosh. I can't believe I screwed up on ibuprofen. Ibuprofen? What about some water? How about both? Oh no, don't get out of your way. I'm sure I'll live. What? You better. If you don't, then I would. Well, let's not worry. What would you do? I think you need to sleep now, more than anything. Do you want to get some more? Do you want to get some more shut eye? Do you mind? It would seem a bit rude inviting you over, then spending the whole time asleep. I'll think nothing. I came here to help you after all. If sleeping will help you, which I think it will, then that's what you should do. Don't worry about me. You should be thinking about yourself right now, silly. Just relax, you hear? Your super cute girlfriend's going to do her darndest to help you recover. I'm not going to leave until we got that fever of yours under control and that frown turned upside down. Or we're pulling another Dr. Evil. Right. Nagi's voice is high pitched and it hits me like a freight train. It's relentless. I'm not sure if listening to her spiels made me feel much better. Unease plus 50. My head is still aching, though I suppose I appreciate how determined she is to cheer me up. I still can't quite recall having a girlfriend, especially not one this devoted, but, well, whatever. I guess I got a girlfriend now. I'm sick, I must be confused. Like Nagi said, I shouldn't pay it too much heed. I yawn. Tears begin to beat in the corners of my eyes. What the hell is going on with me? What is happening to me? Oh my goodness. Obediently my... Oh, hello. I feel so tired. Yes, that's right. Get some more sleep. Sleep is... Oh my gosh. What? What is this? I'm not sure how long I sleep for, but when I wake up, I feel distinctly groggy. I blink, attempting to disperse the white spots that are scattered in front of my vision. The back of my head is still pounding. I love that the audio is now coming from my TV, which is... Okay, pull up here. So, in case you don't know, this is the setup I have. That's also where the audio is coming from, apparently. So, I don't know what's going on with that. I guess it's gonna be a thing. It's the OCD. Alright, bada bing. Back of my head is still pounding. Oh gosh dang it, it's Nagi. I still feel out, regardless of how much I've slept. Which might be why the sight of the girl sitting at my bedside shocks me so much. Who are you? It takes me a few moments before I realize I've seen her. Did I actually forget her again? Brother. I think I actually forgot her. She was sitting there. This is 51st dates! This is literally Drew Barrymore! Oh my gosh, she was sitting next to me the last time oh my. She said her name was not. Okay, good, we're making progress, that's right. It's good to see that you're awake. I mean, you were out of it for ages. You really must be tired. Oh, well, that answers one question I had. I was wondering how long you've been asleep. I'm pretty tired, yeah. I look at my bedside table, searching for my digital alarm clock, but I can't find it. Now that's funny. I was sure I had a clock there. though I don't recall using it very much, not in the last few months at least. I didn't have any need for it. Did I throw it out? I don't remember doing that, though. Each time we said, and I apologize, I did not. I slept last night, but the thing is, hold on a second here. What is this? Return, I say. No, so, quick story time. I went to bed at 8:30 last night because I work 7 to 4, just about every day. And I realize that now is the time of the season, not time of the season, it is that time of year where I probably don't need to have my heat on, rather, I should have my AC on. Well, I don't know what that did to my brain, my tender brains, but I woke up, took my morning meds because I felt like I'd been out for hours, and suddenly I look at my alarm clock and it says 10, 10:08. And so I think to myself, oh my gosh, I slept in. And then I look at my watch, thinking, wait a minute. And thus it's still that day. I had slept for 2 hours at that point. And I just taken my morning medication. So, I mean, I'm handling it well. I don't want to do it again, obviously, but as far as things go, it's. I yawn very feral. But at, at the moment, I'm doing fine. I'm definitely wanting to sleep right this time around, and with the AC on, I'm pretty sure that will help rather than jumble up my intellect. Oh, now you must have noticed my expression twisting because she frowns. Like this? Ah. Is something bothering you? You're not in any pain, are you? Oh no, I'm fine. I just wanted to know what time it was, if you knew. The time? I think it's about midday. You woke up at 9, but you've been sleeping the last 3 hours. 3 hours? That's quite a lot. Yeah, you were asleep for a while, like I said, you poor thing. You've been laid very low, and you've been laid very low indeed. But don't worry, I've not been hanging around doing nothing these last 3 hours. I actually made some rice porridge for you to shore up your strength. You did? I don't see any rice porridge. You did, yeah, it's still in the kitchen. Let me warm it up for you. Do I stay in here this entire time? Now you rise to your feet, the hem of her skirt fluttering, and sets off. I hear the sound of distant clattering in the kitchen, of pots and pans, and then the shuffle of returning footsteps. Now he's wearing indoor slippers so her feet don't make very much noise. Her footsteps are cushioned. I guess she doesn't want to get my floor dirty. Not that it matters. My floor is filthy, just like the rest of my room. It should be, at least, but my surroundings look tidier than I remember. My alarm clock is the only thing I see that's gone missing while I've been asleep. Ta-da! Oh, gosh. Nurse Nagi is back on the scene. Now he appears before me less than 5 minutes after her departure. She's smiling brightly and she's holding a tray. It's for you, Aimu. Eat up. On the tray which Nagi is now thrusting at me, there's a bowl of warmed up rice porridge from which steam is gently exuding and a cup of herbal tea. The rice porridge is a milky white and the tea is a translucent copper color. They both look nourishing and they smell pretty good too. Can't see anything wrong with this food, not at a glance at least, but I'm sure it's fine. I mean, she's my girlfriend. Why would she have any reason to harm me? I mean, come on. This is a girlfriend simulator. This isn't a stalker simulator or any, like, killer simulator. This is a girlfriend simulator. Come on, guys. Alright. I'm sure it's fine. If this porridge tastes as good as it looks, it should be delicious. Hey! What did I tell you? Thank you, Nagi. I smile at my girlfriend and pick up my spoon. This looks great. I can't wait to dig in. It's no problem, and you don't need to thank me. I'm your girlfriend, after all. Should be a given that I'd look after you. Suppose it would, yeah. Dip my spoon in my porridge under Nagi's watchful gaze, then bring it to my lips. I blow on it, and I put the spoon in my mouth. So, what do you think? Is it good? Hmm. I let the porridge linger on my tongue for a few minutes before swallowing. It slides down my throat easily as it's like, ah, man, that's my weakness of visual novel games. I'm very fast tongued, as I expected it would. It is rice porridge after all, and it's quite watery at that. Now you must have made it like this on purpose, so it'd be easier for me to eat. I was very considerate of her. I'm not sure if I can handle any food that's too solid at the moment, given how unwell I feel. If I had to describe it on one word, I'd say it's pretty homey. Reminds me a little of my mother's cooking, actually. My mother used to make me rice porridge just like this when I was young, and I was too sick to go to school. Okay, I'm. This is all rather nostalgic. Dude, the stress is just rolling off my shoulders. I like again, girlfriend simulator. This isn't anything to be scared of. Despite, the recent string of live horror games, it's decent change of pace. Would you agree? It's good, yeah. Thanks, Nagi. I'm glad to hear it. One thing I want to point out, I might be looking too deep into the words a little bit. So if you hear me kind of change my tone or something like that, it's probably not anything serious. It's probably me just being over examinatory. Glad to hear it. I know my cooking isn't the best, but I've been trying. I want to get better for your sake. Now why don't you finish it up? You gotta get a little more food in you. Aye aye, Captain, I'll do my best. I prefer nurse over captain. Laura sounds a little too nautical. Where floats your... Oh my gosh, the puns. Really, the puns, Nagi? Finished the rest of my porridge and washed it down with a cup of herbal tea. The tea wasn't as hot as I was fearing, and it does scald my tongue. It's quite soothing, in fact. I wonder what exactly is in that tea. Where did Nagi get it? I don't recall buying any loose leaves. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. She could have brought it over. I'm just saying that. Like, brother, Ayamu, I think you're looking a little too deep. Now, this is coming from me. I think you're looking a little too deep into it. I think you gotta think of the possibilities here. I'm not a big tea drinker. Well, you just drank it, so put two and two together. Maybe she brought it. Thank you, Ayamu. We finally get to that conclusion. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Very proud of you, Ayamu. Now he smiles at me angelically after I finish eating, as though I've succeeded in accomplishing a truly difficult task. You'd be tempted to think, based on the way she's carrying on, I've just run a marathon, which, given how I feel right now, would be an impossibility. That porridge might have bolstered my strength, but there's no way in hell I'm ready to throw back my covers and start working out. Well, it was easy to eat your food. You're really good at cooking. Well, I don't know about that. There are better cooks out there than me, really. All I can do is follow recipes. I'm not particularly gifted in the kitchen, but I've been working hard to make food that's worthy of eating. Oh my, oh, brother, I do not like being put on this pedestal, man. It's the same reason it's the same reason that Doki Doki Literature Club wasn't a big win, was because it was, or, okay, this is a bit more one-on-one. This is jumping all the way to Monica, and you having that one-on-one time. That in itself, that's where this vibe starts to come in. Only, somehow it's feels less power in her court, yet that somehow makes it oh so much more creepier. Worthy of me, you say? Yeah, you're a great guy, so it's a pretty tall order. No, it's not. But I'm not gonna give it. I'm not there quite yet, but I'm sure I'll improve. Now you flashed me a peace sign and takes my tray from my bed. I think she means to take it to the kitchen, but instead she sets it on my bedside table and says, "This is the least I can do for you, really, given how hard you work." You need to eat a lot of healthy, nourishing food, and you need to get a lot of rest. Do you hear me, mister? Otherwise, you won't be able to finish the latest chapter of Crimson Fantasia by next Friday. Crimson Fantasia? Why does that name sound so familiar? Sure, I've heard of it before, but it's hard to place it. My brain feels so fuzzy. I'd have thought I'd have thought Nagi's rice porridge would give me strength, but it's not having much of an effect. I still feel wretched. God, you think I'm the one feeling sick, man? Yes, Crimson Fantasia. Fortunately, Nagi's with me. She seems to know even more about me than I do. At the moment, at least. I don't think she was expecting me to catch on this quickly. I want to see what's going to happen. And I'm sure all of your other fans do too. The last chapter had such a cliffhanger. I absolutely have to know what's going to happen to Eris. You can't kill her off. Not now she's finally reunited with her sister. She's barely had a chance to talk to Harmonia yet. There's still so much left unspoken between the two of them, and Eris's fight scenes are the coolest in the whole story. I'll be really upset if she doesn't emerge from her scrape with the Arcanists alive. Arcanus? Yeah, Arcanus. Oh, right. Nagi's just thrown a bunch of impenetrable sounding character names at me, but I think I'm beginning to see at long last what she means. Crimson Fantasia is a web novel I've been working on during the last 3 months. I borrowed a bit of inspiration from Tsuchimi Ryu's incredible popular Elf Forest series, but Crimson Fantasia is much darker. Crimson Fantasia stars an average Japanese boy called Haru, who, through a series of unfortunate happenstances, winds up being reincarnated in a magical world called Fudge, man. In a magical world called Grimoire. Once in Grimoire, he meets the plucky young sorceress, Eris, who was raised an orphan in the slums. Eris looks your ten-a-penny ragged orphan, but she's actually a direct descendant of the royal family, one half of a set of twin princesses who were torn apart for reasons unknown. I know Crimson Fantasia sounds an awful lot like Elf Forest. You got me beat. Based on this synopsis, but I'm just painting in broad brushstrokes. Oy. They're not actually that alike. Haru isn't as forgiving as Itsuki is, for one thing. He has quite the temper on him, something which Eris, who isn't shy of retiring, has to take him to task for. Then there's Eris herself. Unlike Elf Forest Princess Luluna, who is beautiful and kind, but during battle is quite useless, Eris participates in fights alongside Haru as his equal. She's proficient in wielding a large number of weapons, but she prefers to use a scythe. I know scythes are pretty derivative and of themselves, but I think they look cool, so whatever. I think it's fine. If Nagi knows about Crimson Fantasia, I suppose she must have read it. I wonder. Are you a fan of Crimson Fantasia, Nagi? Oh, I mean, what sort of question is that? It was an earnest one. My mind's still all muddled. I can tell I'm starting to worry that you've forgotten everything. I haven't forgotten about Crimson Fantasia or its fan base. You like it as well, don't you? Hmm. How can you ask that, you big dummy? I know you're trying to be modest. That's one of your most appealing traits, but you don't need to worry about that. Not around me. You should know by now that I don't just like Crimson Fantasia, I love it. Oh, yeah? Yes, I'm its #1 fan, and that's saying something given it's become so popular. I was there first, however, before it became so big. I was leaving supportive comments right from the very beginning on your blog. That's how we ended up meeting, remember? That day you emailed me asking me out for a coffee was the most precious day of my life. I was so excited I thought my heart would burst, like for real. I felt like I was meeting a celebrity. And in a way, I guess you are. You're quite the big shot. Hee oh, dude, I'm gonna get tired of saying hee and singing hee and just ugh. Huh. Sounds plausible, but I have a few doubts. Is Crimson Fantasia really that successful? Let's make ourselves a big shot. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're at 0 knees. It was tough going in the beginning. Certainly, but Crimson Fantasia is rather successful now. I can admit, however, that in the early days of its publication, it had barely any readers. I always told myself that I was running for nobody else's sake but my own. Oh. But it was difficult to keep my morale up during those days. My dreams of becoming a freshly published light novel author, just like Tsuchimi Ndui, I don't know if I'm saying that last name right, were beginning to look depressingly unobtainable. But she was always there. She commented every single new chapter of mine, even when I surpassed the 50 chapter barrier. Her screen name was Nagiko. I remember well because I always looked forward to her feedback. Her comments were detailed, well considered, and earnest. She asked me a lot of questions about Prince of Fantasia's world setting, the characters' philosophies, and their developing relationships. I thought her enthusiasm was pretty cute. Well, I say she, but I never actually knew Nagiko's gender. I just assumed she was a girl based on her screen name. I can't remember sharing any private emails with Nagiko.